Hi, my name is Paul Anson and I'm author of The Sales Pro, and I'm also a Go-Giver certified speaker and coach. So why did I decide to incorporate the Go-Giver principles into my world, and why do I think it would be a really good idea for you to consider incorporating them into your world too? Well, if you've read my book, The Sales Pro, you'll know that my focus and my philosophy is all about making it a good experience for the people or the person that you're talking to, taking yourself out of the equation and making it a win for them. It's not about you, it's about the person or the people that you're interacting with. The Go-Giver and the principles within the Go-Giver that's been written by Bob Burg and John David Mann reinforce that perfectly. If you can take the 5 laws of stratospheric success that are within the Go-Giver and blend them with the skills, the techniques and the strategies within the Sales Pro, you have a perfect equation that's going to make you so much more effective with your communication with every human being that you interact with afterwards. So what is the premise of the book? The premise of the book of the Go-Giver is all about shifting one's focus from getting to giving. In this case, meaning constantly and consistently adding value to other people. And what the book says is it's not just a nice way to live life, which we all intuitively agree, I'm sure, but it's actually a profitable way to live life too. And it absolutely is. If you incorporate that platform of thought into your world and add the 5 laws of stratospheric success on top of that platform, you're going to become so much more effective with every communication you're going to have thereafter. So what are those 5 laws? The first law is the law of value. The law of value says that your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. Might sound crazy for some people, but it's absolute fact and it absolutely works. When you shift the focus from price to value, you create a competitive edge and you start to change the base of the thought of the person that you're talking and interacting with. You focus on value, you become a resource. You focus on price, you become a commodity. So the book goes into the detail of how to focus on value. Law number 2 is the law of compensation. The law of compensation says that your true worth is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. So whereas law number 1 is focusing on value, law number 2 says how many people are you going to take that value to? Because if you have great value but you take it to one person, you're probably not going to get very successful. So therefore, let's look at what impact you can make into the world by how many lives you can touch with that value. Law number 3 is the law of influence. And the law of influence says your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first, pulling people towards you by focusing on the other person. And the law goes into the details of exactly how to do that, how to change your communication dramatically by pulling people towards you by focusing on them. Law number 4 is the law of authenticity. And the law of authenticity says the greatest gift you have to offer is the gift of yourself, the original you. There is no more powerful than you. So never try to be anybody else and be the authentic you that emotionally connects with the person or the people that you're talking to, and realize the power of that. Law number 5 is the law of receptivity. The law of receptivity says the key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. In other words, giving and receiving are 2 sides of the very same coin. There is one that is no more righteous than the other. Every giving has to have a receiving. So focus on the giving and you'll naturally receive. So if you incorporate these 5 laws of stratospheric success into your world, if you blend them with the skills, the techniques and the strategies of the Sales Pro, you are going to become so much more effective with every interaction that you're going to have thereafter. Create a personal culture of excellence or a business culture of excellence by focusing on the 5 laws of stratospheric success. Good selling.